I'm on a very squeaky chair. But yeah, it's been a while again, but I have been busy in the meantime. Sometimes I do things that I can't video, or there's not enough for me to video as I'm doing stuff until now when I have a lot that's accumulated that I then vlog. So yeah, let's talk about everything. As you can see, I'm vlogging from a different space. For those of you who have been following me for many, many years, you may recognise this room. This is my old room. It used to be pink. It was pink, and then I moved to university. My brother came in, took it over, painted it blue, and now I've claimed it back. Dad painted it white this week. It's mine once more. Although I've moved back in, I'm not using it as a bedroom. I'm using it as an art studio. It's quite bare at the moment, but hopefully as time moves on and more stuff comes in, it'll get very messy. I do still live with my parents and trying to make the best of the situation that I'm in, and my parents have allowed me to take over this room. The room isn't yet finished, so I don't want to give you a tour and take you around just yet, but I will do once everything's in. But yeah, I just wanted to say that that's happened, and that's exciting. So summer in the city came and went, and then of course it's back to painting and selling once more on Etsy, but I hit a bit of a brick wall. It was tough. It's one thing creating and selling stuff, it's another thing posting and actually being able to post stuff successfully to customers, something of which I have little experience of. One of the many things that's currently in my Etsy store are my prints, and here is one of my prints. It's quite thick, but unlike a canvas where you can wrap it up in bubble wrap, I was terrified as to what to do. So I found some envelopes that I could post my prints in successfully, so that was good, but then I hit another problem. Some of the other stuff that's in my Etsy store that I am selling are badges. I've wrapped them up in this right now. I can't put the badges and the print in there in case the badges damage the prints, so I've had to go and find something else for the badges. So I've been having a bit of a tough time with postage and pricing as well, learning all the different numbers and what goes with what and how things change in different countries. I was never good at maths or anything with numbers, and lots of this feels like a big puzzle trying to figure things out, get things right, so it's taking me a while, whereas I think somebody else that's very good at puzzles and mathematics might not have the same problems that I do. But yeah, I'm learning, and as I said before, I'm getting there. It's just taking a while. I love selling prints and I think it's great, but one of the many things I like about it is that it's allowing me to do more painting. Also, it allows more people to have the art, whereas if one person buys one canvas, then they are the only person that has that. And for me, I like the idea of my art just going out into the world and seeing as many people as possible. So because the prints and the badges have been selling, I've turned my attention to painting, proper painting, which I haven't done for a while. So I've been busy this week doing a few things. Now these are unfinished. To be honest, everything I paint is unfinished, even when I finish it, but yeah, they're in the early stages. So this is the first, and no, she hasn't got a moustache. It kind of looks like it a little bit when it's scaled down. When it comes to acrylic paintings, I always do base coats, and then I build the layers up. So the background is, just ignore the background. Pretend the background doesn't exist. There you go. When I first painted the base coats, it reminded me a bit of the Virgin Mary, which was not my intention. And then when I started painting the hair and the eyes, it reminded me of Princess Jasmine, again, not my intention. There was no real goal for this. I just wanted to try and paint a different style, a different ethnicity. And also creates a character, a person that has a different nose to me. I tend to paint the same noses in all my paintings because I'm inspired by my own nose. I hate my nose, by the way. I'm not painting it because I love my nose. It's just the only thing I have to help me visually. And the next thing I have is this. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I put a biro doodle on my Instagram. The link is in the video description. And I thought to myself, right, I'm going to paint that. I need something to paint. That'll do. So yeah, that is inspired by that. Again, this is far from finished. Bits of it look okay, but no, I'm not happy. I need to paint her clothes. I need to redo some of the background. Just a bit of trivia, I started painting this on one of the days where it was 32 degrees, so I had a lot of difficulty with the paint. The paint was drying faster than I could put it on the canvas, so for me the background looks a bit rushed. I was fighting against the temperatures, but it's all right. And hopefully you guys would have put two and two together. So yeah, this is inspired by Coraline. It's like a self-portrait in a Coraline style. One of my goals between now and the end of the year is to do more portraiture. So I've just dipped my toes into all of this, and hopefully I'll get better. Fingers crossed. And then I've been finishing some other canvases that I started before I went away to America, so that's almost done. Again, it's another really random painting, but it made me happy when I did it, so. It's nice when you sort of get into a momentum, when things start building up. For example, like right now I have lots of canvases on my desk and that's quite exciting. Having a bare desk is quite boring. Once you get going, it's okay. So yes, the Etsy store is open and the link is there, and it's also in the video description. When in doubt, look for Becky J Brown on Etsy and I'll come up somewhere. I am sorry I'm a bit slow and my updates are few and far between, but I'm not going anywhere. I will always come back, and hopefully every time I come back I'll have lots to talk about. I do have other videos up my sleeves, one of which I haven't posted, and that was me painting this. That will go up in October. I'm delaying it because somebody told me there's such a thing as Inktober, where people paint things in ink every day. So I think it's fitting that I just wait just a little bit longer and put it up for that. It's hard because I love doing time lapses, but at the same time I like working on my own. When you're working with people watching, even though they're not watching as you're doing it, they'll watch later on. It's a little bit intimidating. But I promise I will do some more time lapses at some point. If you have any requests or comments, please leave them down below and I will try my best. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go. I'll see you soon, everyone.